Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're going to move on our mat space, playing in a little bit more of some creative flows, creative sequencing, and maybe some different shapes for your body. So just remembering, always listening to your body. We never want to get into a posture that causes us any pain. Just bringing yourself to a different variation if need be during our practice today. And we're gonna start seating back on our heels. Rolling the shoulders down and back, just landing on our mat space, letting the elbows be heavy, the neck is long, the crown of the head is reaching up. And taking 3 to 5 breaths here. Sighing out any stress, any tension. We're diving into your Ujjayi breath. Swirling the breath in the back of the throat. And you can begin to blink the eyes open. And just take the hands back to either side, and we'll start with picking up one knee and then the other, opening through the tops of the feet, opening through the shins. And if it feels accessible, walking the fingertips back, we'll start to pick the knees up, even open through the chest here. And slowly, let's release the knees back down. Fingertips forward, curl the toes behind you. Let's go for the stretch for the bottom of the feet. It's a little bit of a counter stretch, engaging the pinky toes. Inhale the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin, fingertips forward. Inhale, we rise. Exhale to round. Almost like that cat-cow through the spine. Last round. Shine the heart up. Take a little heart opener. And exhale to round. You can release the hands down by either sides. Gently releasing the toes. Flutter kick behind. Arriving in our tabletop position and just allowing yourself to move through a cat-cow or cat-cow variation. You can bring in some side-to-side movements. Or maybe some forward and back. Just allow your body to take over, guiding you to whatever you need. Holding. And finding our way to a neutral tabletop position. Curl the toes behind you, sending the hips up and back. Down dog. Beginning to turn the toes towards the left side of the mat space, lifting the left arm up, kind of finding a side plank here. Then as we exhale, bending into both knees. Inhale to side plank, stretching left arm overhead to the front of the mat. Exhale, bending into the knees. Inhale to stretch. Planting the hands, downward facing dog. Getting light on the left hand. Let's cross the left hand over to the right shin, thigh, or ankle. And maybe beginning to take the gaze under the right arm, twisting through the body. And planting the left hand back. Again, we'll shift the toes over to the right side of the mat space, lifting the right arm up overhead, side plank. Bending in the knees as you exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale to bend in the knees, shifting the weight to the lower part of the body. And inhale to our side plank. And exhale to release, downward facing dog. Getting light on the right hand, let's take a twist. Right hand grasping for left shin, thigh. Taking gaze into the left underarm. Finding the breath. Releasing the right hand back down to the mat space. And inhale the right leg up behind you. Exhale to swing it through to plant between the hands, lowering the knee, finding our low lunge. Option here today to bring the left knee in a little bit closer. So we inhale the arms up overhead and exhale arms through the T. We're going to cross the right arm over the left and twist tie. Taking our eagle arms here. Inhale, let's lift the elbows. And exhale, let's find a humble shape here, starting to round through the spine. Only going as much as is comfortable for you. Inhale. Finding a nice upright position in the torso, curl the toes behind you. Let's rise up. Warrior one shape, bound in the arms. Inhale to lift elbows. Exhale to humble. Stay bent in the right knee. Inhale, we rise, holding arms. We're going to step forward, swinging the left leg all the way over the right, finding our full eagle pose. Steady the gaze, sink it down. Elbows and knees at midline. Inhale, begin to unravel, open through the shoulders, step back with the left foot. Warrior one pose. Hips squared to the front of the mat space. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears, find the breath. And as you exhale, begin to hinge forward. You're going to float up into warrior three. Gentle bend in the right knee, keeping the hips nice and squared. Arm variation of your choice. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, standing splits. We'll stay here for a moment, bringing the hands maybe closer towards the right foot or the standing foot. Option to grab the right hand to the ankle. Maybe play with the left, grabbing for the ankle. Fingertips to mat space as you exhale, bringing the left knee behind the right knee, toe tap the toes to the right side of the mat. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend in the knees, left toes to right side of mat. Inhale to extend the arms out. And exhale, we'll lower the left leg down, finding a forward fold. Grabbing for opposite elbows, hang heavy. Find the breath. Maybe shake it out. Heel toeing the feet together, finding a halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. We'll take a big step back with the right foot. Lowering the right knee, finding our low lunge. Sweeping the arms overhead. Again, we can bring that right knee in just a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms fall through a T. This time, left arm over, right arm under. Twist high. Feeling the opening in the back body, separation of the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift elbows. Exhale to hinge forward. Humbling in our warrior or our low lunge here. Inhale, we rise. Curling right toes behind you. Find a little bit of balance. Engage the core. Pop up to a warrior one. Inhale, lift elbows. Exhale to humble. Bend into the left knee. Rooting, bringing strength in. Inhale, we rise. Stepping the right leg forward, finding our ego pose. Full expression. Soften the gaze. Inhale, opening the arms through a T. Big step back with the right foot. Warrior one pose. Stay high on those right toes. Bend into the left knee. Big breath in. And on your exhale, sending the right leg up behind you, warrior three. And flex those right toes towards the mat space. Keep the hips nice and squared. And exhale, we fold. Finding our standing splits. And playing here. Left hand to left ankle. Maybe the right. And then we'll bring the hands back to support you on the mat space. As you exhale, bend right knee to the behind of the left knee. Toe tap, inhale, we rise. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise. And exhale, lowering right foot back down. Stance nice and wide. Maybe grabbing for opposite elbows here. Just allowing the arms to be heavy. Allowing yourself to sway from side to side, sigh through the mouth. Heel toe the feet together, half lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, find our plank pose, hold. Engage through the core. Elbow creases towards the front of the room. As we exhale, let's lower to 90 degrees. Hold. Inhale, roll over the toes, press up, upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Swinging it through to plant between the hands. Let's spiral to a warrior two. Left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Hips nice and opened. Flipping the right palm open, inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Right elbow, right thigh, extended side angle. Option to stretch the right hand down behind you. Playing in a little bit of a bind, reaching the right arm up and around the right leg, left arm behind. Option from here to start straightening in the right leg. Open through the hamstrings. Coming out the same way we came in, bend in the right knee. Unravel the bind. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, we'll flow. Palms to mat. This time as we swing the leg back behind you, keep that right leg lifted. Exhale, bend 90 degrees, elbows nice and tight. Inhale, open the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg behind you. Exhale, swing it through, plant it between the hands. Warrior two, right foot spirals, giving you a little bit of a backside angle of our bind here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Open front body, left side body. Exhale to find extended side angle, reaching the right arm up, left arm down. Then beginning to bend the left arm up towards the right hand, binding the fingers together. And then beginning to straighten in the left leg. Bending into the left knee, unravel the arms. Warrior two. And fold forward, stepping left foot back, keeping it high. Lower your vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. We're finding our child's resting pose. Knees can come to the mat. If you're in down dog, we'll begin to lower the knees, meeting in a tabletop position. Bring the forearms down to the mat space. You can choose to keep the palms flat, pressing into all 10 fingers. Or we can interlace the hands, curling the toes behind you, send the hips up. Dolphin pose. Inhale, lead with the nose. Nose to thumbs or just between the arms. Inhale, send the hips back. Dolphin push-ups. Inhale forward. And exhale back. 2 more rounds. Engage through the core. Opening through the shoulders. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And step the toes in a little further. If your hands are interlaced and you have a headstand practice, you can let the legs go overhead. We're just playing with lifting one leg up at a time. Engage through the core. Keep the hips nice and squared. And release and raise the other. Begin to lower the feet to the mat, knees to the mat. Making our way to a tabletop position. Taking the hands nice and wide. Let's stretch out those shoulders. So as we bend in the right elbow, we're going to allow the chest to melt through center. Bend in left elbow. And then exhale to round. Cow or cat pose, cat shape. Bend in the right elbow. Inhale, open chest. Bend in left elbow. Exhale to round. Making circles in the upper spine. Feeling this massage for the shoulder blades. You can take it both ways. Melting the heart towards the mat. The breath in, exhales, cat pose, rounding the spine. And finding a neutral tabletop position, sitting back to the sit bones. We'll lower all the way down to our mat. All the way to our backs. And we can take it as restorative as we'd like, or we can engage the core, palms facing up. You can press the feet into the mat or have them slightly lifted as you lower all the way to the back. Bringing the heels nice and tight to the sit bones. You're going to play here in either a bridge pose or full wheel. If we're just working in our bridge pose, We remember never to turn the head or neck, shifting shoulder blades beneath you for support, palms to mat. Pressing up into bridge pose and just playing with raising one foot up at a time. And if we're going into full wheel, hands behind the ears, fingertips towards the toes. When we press up, let's try to stay for 5 full breaths. Opening front body, inhale. And if we're feeling really open, we can walk the toes closer towards the fingertips. Again, let's play with raising one leg up at a time. Use the breath wherever you are. In either posture, we tuck the chin as we lower to the back. Allowing the soles of the feet to come together and the knees out nice and wide. Rolling out the wrists. Super important when we're on our wrists to make sure we're releasing, make sure we're rolling them out. Protect those smaller joints. Moving right hand to belly, left hand to heart space. Gently humble in the chin. Connecting with the heartbeat. Feeling the rise and fall of the belly. Feeling strong and powerful, grateful for these bodies of ours, moving us from shape to shape. And staying here or finding whichever Shavasana pose is supportive for you. I'm trying to stay for 10 to 20 long cycles of breath. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.